So there's something about music when it touches your soul, changes you, it alters your brain pattern and the frequencies that you give out to the world. And that's who DMX was to me personally. So X Dog, this is for you. Thank you for getting me through some of the darkest times of my life. And there will never be another you. Rest in peace, DMX.
Five,
Quit playing with that man.
four,
I listened to a lot of Mason Fab to kind of help me.
three. I'ma let Av go, but after y'all done, I'ma kill both y'all argument. Two,
Y'all still have more media. Your motherfucking MySpace was around.
one. And we're back. It's your boy Mike B.
Neighborhood, the neighborhood therapist, as always.
Coming to you live and proud. And it's episode 10 of the Black Man Misunderstood podcast, season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Kiko got them beats, baby.
Shit. Advocate, hope. Lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, fuck them casual trends. We going all in. Now, welcome to the growth. Keep it brief, this how it goes. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most.
Hey, neighborhood, how you feeling this week, bro?
Marvelous. We got a special guest that's been dying to be on here. 75% of the way he's been praising us, 25% of the way he's been bashing us. So I'm eager to hear what this man got to say. You know what I'm saying? We here for all smoke.
Hey, we might have a couple of fire sessions today, I see.
Hey man, I'm with all of that. But before we get into that, let me aggravate the listeners as usual. Yo, Mike.
Oh God, here we go. What's up?
Real talk, bro. No BS. I've known you for like 20-some years, right? That's like most of my life.
Basically, yeah.
Yo, what type of music do you listen to, fam? Other than Michael Jackson, I don't know. No BS, bro. What do you listen to, bro? I don't know. Tell me,
Brad, that's funny. You never. All right. It's a wide range.
When I'm in the car with you, we're talking, laughing, or cursing people out on the road. I've never heard you play music.
You know, that's factual. That is very factual at this point.
But, like, what do you listen to, dog?
But to be honest with you, you know, I listen to everything, but I guess my go-to is, like you said, MJ for one.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess R&B. I swear that it's R&B, and it's probably, people may not like my choices, but Chris Breezy is my boy. I play Chris Breezy a lot.
Okay, let me see if you could run it. All right, got you. Now, when you say R&B, what decade you talking about?
I'm talking about the classic R&B.
I don't know what that means.
Wait. I'm talking about the 90s. You know, there's some 80s songs out there too, but then it has to be select individuals of today's music, because not everyone's R&B is that true R&B feel that we have. You get what I'm saying?
Copy. I like that. I'll let you make it. So I want to talk to you, boy, about your boy MJ, Michael Jackson. God rest his soul.
MJ in the house.
It's not really talking to you. I just want to make a statement.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody in the world to stop disrespecting that man and put some respect on Michael Jackson's name, okay? Y'all need to go back and watch the Smooth Criminal video when he shot my man through the wall. Quit playing with that man. Quit playing with that man, bro. That man was a music genius, okay?
Oh, we already knew that.
So all right, man. Who you want to introduce the guest? You want me to introduce the guest, or you want to let the guest go ahead and do his little fire session? Because he over here, Cheeto Twaddle, he beasting, bro. He ready.
Look. I'm gonna just say this right quick. Music saved my life. That's the name of the episode, right? So we just gonna let him do his thing because the music saved his life. I'm guessing. Now introduce it to you. Let him tell his story.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for having me on your show. Mike B, neighborhood therapist, your boy Advocate Hope. Now we're gonna get right into it. Black Men Misunderstood podcast. Let's get it, man.
Hey.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm going straight for the jugular. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna ask you about your life story quite yet because we're not concerned with that right now.
Okay.
Before we get there, we gotta ask the most important question of all time.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. You ready? You ready?
Go ahead.
What's everybody's favorite song of all time?
Oh, mine's gonna be Tupac Trap.
Trap?
Tupac Trap.
Trapped.
Trap.
Oh, got a brother trapped. Okay. All right.
Tupac Trap.
Why?
Well, first of all, I mean you can't keep the black man down. Right there and there. Right there. Right there.
Can't even be mad at that.
Right there. Like the song says it all. Like you can't keep the black man down. And then what made that story so real was when that aired, he was in jail. He was getting his ass beat. He went to jail. He won the lawsuit. But that's what made it real. That's what made it even more real when the story came out.
That's fair.
So
I like that answer.
All right. What's yours though, neighborhood therapist?
Damn, bro. Mike's supposed to go next, Mike.
I mean,
hold on, man. Look, he ready to fire off, man. He ready to fire off. But listen, since you put me on the shit, I told you I'm with the smoke.
Okay.
Bobby Womack, If You Think You're Lonely Now. Favorite song of all time. And I know the listeners are looking at the fucking podcast, wherever you're at, and they're like, hold on. Time out. The neighborhood therapist didn't say Pac. He didn't say Nas. He didn't say J. Cole, Kendrick. He said Bobby Womack. Uncle Bobby? Yes.
Bobby Womack,
listen, I'm not a toxic person, okay? I need y'all to understand I am the furthest thing from toxic, okay? But, bruh, I done been through some things in my life, okay? And when I get in my little feelings and my little groove, bro, when it's cold outside, who are you holding? Listen, bro, any woman that hear that, she know what time it is. You done messed up. And now I'm tired. I'm sick and tired. Okay? I do my thing. If you think you're lonely, bro, listen, bro. Favorite song of all time. Do I really got to explain?
Yeah,
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. But I need to go on record. I'm nothing like Bobby Womack. God rest his soul, but brother was toxic. Man. He got some things with him, brother. But this song was fire, bro. That's my favorite song of all time. What about you, Mike?
I think most people can guess this one easily. Gotta go with Mike Jack. Gotta go with Mike Jack. It's my come on now.
What's the song?
All time. Let's see if you can guess it because you know me. It's the one song I can never sit down on, no matter where it comes on.
It's definitely not Thriller. It's damn, man, I just went blank, bro.
Come on, you know this. Come on, Mr. Therapist.
Nah, I went blank, bro. Because the only thing that stuck in my head is my favorite Michael Jackson song. That's why. I'm sorry.
Oh, what is that?
Of course, Human Nature.
Same album. You named the right album. You just not picking the right song.
I remember us walking and talking about this though. It's coming home from School 13. I just don't remember the song.
It's Billie Jean, classic. Like
he told me her name. Yes. Anytime the song comes on, he jumps up, he grabs his nuts, and he does. He does. You do. Is it a lie? Is it a lie? All right, tell me what a lie is.
Nah, but you have to say it like that, though. Can't just
Mike B. Dum. He gets up. He smiles. He gets this Kool-Aid smile on his face. He jumps up, he
Yo.
grabs his nuts, and then he walks into the dance floor. Excuse me. What's the reverse of the moonwalk? I don't know. Whatever that is, you do that to the dance floor. Shit.
But we all know why. Dancing one. All right. The song set it off, period. Like I watched the original video, I watched that nonstop. But then of course, when I watched the Motown live performance, it was a wrap. I was sold after that. No matter and look, from watching the American Dream movie to actually going to look up and find the original video just to watch it, bruh. If anyone knows me, I've watched that whole performance from start to finish, nonstop. I'll still probably watch it today, just to watch it.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I respect it. I respect all y'all answers. Y'all actually have some dope songs. I'm not mad at that. That's a good starting off segment. So
Yeah, man.
Now, Mr. Advocate,
Woo!
tell us who you are in this music industry and your story.
All right. Well, Advocate is actually an acronym. So it's amazingly dope versus overcoming all treacherous events.
Say that again. Say that again.
Yeah, see,
Amazingly, I'm sorry. Amazingly dope versus overcoming all treacherous events. So, coming from where we come from, it's always a story behind everybody. Right. So I wanted to advocate for that. It doesn't have to be necessarily the street. It could be hip hop music, could be politics, could be the regular person that's going through their struggle. So that's what Advocate represents. That is the brand. That is the story of Advocate. We're getting a little bit more deeper, but that's basically what Advocate stands for. We can go, a little further than that if you like.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what made you get started in the music? How did you fall in love with it? How did you stick with it? Because so many people say, I want to be a rapper, I want to be an artist, and then they hit 40 and 50 and they still talking about, oh, I'm an up and coming artist and things like that. How do you avoid? I mean, I'm here for the shits, bro. I'm gonna ask you a real question.
Yeah, that's cool.
How do you avoid, that trap? How is it that you're any different?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you how I got started. We're gonna go back into my first question. What was my favorite song of all time? Right after that, played Mason featuring 112, featuring Biggie, Only You. Everybody knows that. Come on, you want some Mason's the shit, right? On that one. The very next video on MTV Jams, the very next one was Nas, The Power of the World. So right then and there, when I saw that, I said, that's what I want to do, right? Now, for me, my brother is a musical talented guy. He went to Rosa Parks and all this other stuff. He's like that golden child. But I always was writing in my room. It was just poetry at first. It wasn't bars. It wasn't structured or anything like that. I learned to do that along the way. So what happened was at 11, pretty much what I did was every day I would go home and practice. And I wrote my first rap, like a full rap in Miss Benson class. It was like I was 7th grade. I remember who was there. It was my boy like Jason Gill sitting here, my other boy Sergio sitting here, and I was just that was the first rap that I learned, and then I did it. Right later, you know what I'm saying, because my brother would go to studio. He had like studio people, like Just Blaze is like family's related to Just Blaze.
Your family?
Yeah, my cousin is related to Just Blaze.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of people always get mixed up with like they always get mixed up with like because he is a big family. I get fucked up, but I don't really focus on that because I'm trying to be me. And just going back to your question, that's kind of the hardest part when you're trying to separate because you're in your brother's shadow. No matter what you do, there's someone who has musical talent. You're in that shadow until you move out of it. So it was very, very tough. It was very, very tough at first, but when you start creating your name and things to keep going, you're like, damn, you did more accolades. It doesn't come right away, but when you do more accolades, people go like, oh, he nice. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, and don't always look for your hood to give it to you. It comes from outside the hood, and then the hood go, oh shit, like that's my competition. They'll never say it, but they'll like kind of like have people come see you. They'll like ask people certain things. I kind of laugh now. Because I'm just like, oh, you could just call me. So you could have just talked to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could have just talked to me. So, but to really answer your question, how I really got, that's where it started, like 11 years old, where it started. So 2002, Fabulous Holla Back, youngin. boop, boop. Like that shit was fire. Listen, like I'm telling you, I remember the whole.
Go ahead.
Dropping,
Yo,
dropping
yo,
gems
go ahead.
back in the game, bro.
listen,
real quick.
listen, like rolling, go through Cedar, stash in the dash, hold two heaters, like him hopping over the Brooklyn, the train station. That shit was fire. Like just seeing it is just like damn, and that's how it got started. And then it snowballed into something greater. And then later down the road, other people helped me out in that journey, which I really appreciate.
Damn. I appreciate that.
No doubt.
I'm listening to you, but the biggest takeaway I took from that is fabulous. And what I'm trying to tell you is I'm just mad at fabulous because now I have a hard time spelling fabulous. Because now I have to do FABOLOUS, and that's not how you spell fabulous.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Yo,
and you know, a lot of people got that wrong. But he said in the interview, it's not my job to tell you how to spell fabulous. It's your teacher's job, your English teacher's job. And that also helped me become a better songwriter, actually.
What about that made you become a better songwriter?
So writing composition helps you structure everything better. It's a thought process when you do things, beginning, middle, and end, right? So first verse, second verse, third verse. So first verse is grab their attention, second verse is keep their attention, then you got to close it. Nowadays, songs are only 2 verses now. If that, one verse and then a hook, and then you're done. And even within that one verse, which is tough, but even within this one verse, it's still a beginning, middle, and end. So writing composition actually helped with that as well. So even being a rapper, see, people think that you rap, I'm just going to rap a bunch of words. Nah, there's a process to it. There's a process to everything, and some people fall in love with, I fell in love with the product. First, it was the music, right? Then you're always going to love music because then eventually I'm like, man, turn this off. My mom be like, for somebody who does music, you don't listen to music all the time, right? As I got older, and I was just like, yo, mom, I make it. I make music. I don't want to shut it off sometimes because then you're like, oh, this is a great idea. And then you go do it, and then it looks like you got to go do a sample. You got to pay sampling rights. And that's a whole nother conversation. But even at that point, you don't want to listen to music all the time. That's you gotta get a break from it because you're gonna always love it. So you gotta find something else to fall in love with. Just going back to your point, I fall in love with the process of writing from start to finish. You fall in love with it as soon as the beat come on. Like find the flow, find the pocket. This is what I want to say. Okay, what's the hook gonna be like? Because that's gonna bring everybody in, right? All right. So what do I want to end it like this? Do I want to start it like this? Do I want to put this verse here? Do I want to put this bar here? What do I want to do? It's really not just like literally we could be English writing teachers. We could literally be that if we want to be. Most rappers, not all, but most. So it's really a process. It's really an art to it. That's what hip hop is. It's a culture. It's not. See, rapping is what we do. Hip hop is how we live. KRS-One. That's not me. KRS-One. That's not me. I respect it. You know what I mean? But
dropping history bombs right now.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to take no credit for what the man said.
Okay. I definitely respect it, man. Mike, how you feel about it?
Yo, he just over here just spewing goodness out and just giving tips. Like people don't even know the ins and outs of stuff. Like I remember when people always have these arguments about who's the best rapper or who writes whose raps, and I'm like, why are we questioning it if you're not doing it yourself and you don't know the process? How can you say that someone can't be successful the way they're doing it? But Scott's over here, excuse me, Mr. Advocate, over here is explaining that it's a whole process and it takes time and y'all pull yourself away. But just listen to you, it's just, I feel it's like you actually people don't think about it like this. Like this music is your passion, but it's also a job.
Yeah.
So what people forget, and especially during this time with everything going on with COVID and lockdowns and whatnot, people who are working from home are losing that work-life balance. And I like how you say that you have to take your way away from music to write your own music because it's your job. Because Like people will listen to music all the time at their job to get them through, but you're actually doing it, so you can't do that exact same process that we would like to do in our respective fields.
Exactly. It's a fact. Because not just to piggyback off your point, like even then, like even when it's like, dang, I don't feel like writing today, or like I'll make a beat or something, or I'll go, you know what, you don't have to. Let's just say you don't want to feel like writing because that happens. You don't have writer's block or nothing. It's just that it's not flowing how you want it. There's three things. It's a mental focus, motivation, and inspiration, right? So when those three things aren't clicking for you to make a song, you just be like, okay, you know what? Let me go do something else. Let me learn the business. Let me learn this marketing strategy. Let me learn, because you're a marketing person like myself. You can learn something creative within that. Okay, well, what is your brand? What is your archetype? Let's learn certain things that you need to do, right? Because a lot of people just jump in it, and then it's just like, all right, well, you don't like people rap and they continuously rap, but then there's no brand attached to it. Your numbers could be whatever it could be, but if you don't have your brand archetype, if you don't understand what you're doing and who you are and what the direction you're going in, nobody, you're not going to get fan. You're not going to find your niche market. You're not going to find your fans, and definitely a label. If this is your goal, a label is not going to sign you, or you're not going to get song placements. What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? So you got to know what you are, and then we're going to get into that a little bit later about all 12 archetypes, and then under that, there's rapper archetypes as well. We'll get into that a little later.
Hold on, time out.
What's up?
So just so we being clear, so the listeners are clear. Oh, you're not just a rapper. You are an artist, entrepreneur, businessman. You know the ins and out of the music industry, because the way that you're speaking is not what I would consider normal. The type of records that you put out, even the type of records that I listen to from you, I can hear the thought pattern and the creative business purpose behind each song.
Yeah.
But the way that you're speaking on this podcast at this point is just, it's not normal for most rappers, because you got a lot of rappers that come into the game to make the money and then they ball out of control and then that's it.
Right.
It sounds like you actually got a plan. You've studied this for years. You know what you're going in. So can you speak into that more? How long did it take you to study the game? How did you get to this point?
Okay.
So before he answers your question, Mr. Therapist, I'm just want to add on a couple of things to your notes. So all the pieces of the music business that he has just spoke about, marketing, creating the music, creating the beat, writing the actual lyrics. Most people don't realize that it's more than one person behind the scenes doing all this, and he's doing all this for himself right now. So
it's just talk on it. Yeah, it's a fact. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has a team, but it sounds like even if he does have a team, bro, I'm with you, Mike. But the fact that he understands
the whole circle,
every person's role, that is saying a lot in itself, because a lot of rappers come up in the game, they don't even understand what their own manager does.
Right.
Aviz, to me, it sounds like Aviz is his own damn manager. I could be wrong. I'm not in this business, but even if he's not, he understands what his manager's supposed to be doing, so he can't be taken for his bread. That's amazing to me. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, no, and so to answer your question, I'll go a little deeper within what you were saying. So, like, let's talk about just the you want to know about the branding, right? The branding and the archetypes. Like,
well, just how did you start to understand all of that?
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
How do people get the knowledge? People are starting out.
Well, first of all, like when I started, and I'm gonna be honest, and I got this, and I'm gonna say this on this podcast because I've been kind of waiting, because I know you guys got an audience and I have mine. There's a little bit of bitterness between me and the older generation.
Okay.
And the bitterness is you didn't pass the game. You talk this shit now. We're older now. We're older now. We're in late 20s and 30s. You're talking all this, oh, we're here together, boom, boom, boom. You wasn't doing that when we were 18, 20 years old. You wasn't doing that. So there's a little bit of bitterness there's a little bit of bitterness for me, right? I'm getting over it because I'm at where I'm at, and you got to let that go. That's a certain thing. You got to let that go for the growth Growing Pains of Success coming out soon. So real talk. So like what it is that so what it is like my bitterness is you could have taught us the game. You knew more. You were on an under Dame Dash or Dame Dash knowledge. I had to grab it for myself. I had to learn step by step and grab it for myself. And shout out to one of my business teachers in high school. Her name is Mrs. Katz. If you went to the charter school, you would know that she was a great business person. And I said, well, I want to start a record label. And then she made me think, well, how are you going to sell the CDs? How are you going to get people engaged? What is your niche market? Who are you marketing it to? All these questions I couldn't answer at 17, 16 years old. I'm just being honest. Couldn't answer. I just knew I loved music. So eventually, when I got out of high school and I went right into college for marketing So what happens was now I'm really getting into archetypes. This is how certain colors represent certain things for certain brands, and then they have archetypes, like 12 of them. You know what I'm saying? All 12, and you can it doesn't have to just be one archetype. You can have 2 or 3, and then under that, and then it goes into now you're really looking at how they dress now. Now I'm not just looking at color, not just looking at what brands they're attached to. Now I'm looking at how you dress. Now I'm looking at, well, what do you mostly talk about in your music? Eventually, you grab all this information as it goes along. It's not easy at first, right? Let me take something, for example. Let's just make this really simple, right? Tupac's archetype, if he stayed alive, Tupac's archetype would be rebel archetype. Outlaw, I should say, right? An outlaw archetype mixed in with a little bit of a sage archetype, which is about knowledge and it's about, helping other people grow, right? And also you can mix in a little bit of magician because he made something out of nothing. So those are 3 archetypes. I don't want to lose anybody. Mike understands what I'm saying completely, but I don't want to lose anybody within this because I'm gonna break it all down. Each archetype represents something in any business. It doesn't have to be music. It could be cosmetics, beauty supply, dancing, art, whatever you do. Even right now with your guys' archetype, right? Your guys' archetype is about kind of the struggle that will fall under, that will fall under, a sage archetype along with maybe exploring, right? Because you're exploring how how it's going to go for the black man.
Just for the listeners, can you list the 12 archetypes?
Off top of my head, yes. Mike, I might need your help a little bit because I might.
Look. Here's the funny thing. Marketing terms can be like intertwined and use different words to name the same thing.
It's cool. It's cool.
I got you though.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna try to go in the spectrum if I name it off top of my head. So we got the ruler archetype, that's 1. Then we got the gesture archetype, that's 2. We got the caregiver, that's 3. We got the innocent man, that's 4. We got the outlaw or rebel, that's 5. You got the sage, that's 6. You got the magician. That's 7. 8 would be explorer. Said that 8 would be explorer. 9, we're almost there. So we're almost there. 9 would be, dang, off the top of my head, Mike. Mike. You know what I'm saying? That's
it's a lot. I'm trying to think.
But y'all do have the majority of them. These archetypes, where do they come from? This is business class?
Yeah. This is business.
This is business marketing, what you're teaching us right now.
This is branding. This is business 101.
Okay. I wouldn't know, man. I was in psychology class.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, it's business 101. I know I'm missing a couple, Mike. My bad, man.
We good.
Yeah, that was 9. So but under that, even those archetypes, and I think I said innocent man, right?
I believe so.
I did. All right, cool.
You might have missed that one.
I did. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're almost there. 2 more. But anyway, the point is, even those are the archetypes, right? So that's just the main archetype branding for companies where you want to cross brand. Under that, in the music field, now this is easy. I got this. So in the music field, right? So there's 5 archetypes, right? So each rapper, there's the category archetype, there's the clone archetype, right? There's the motif archetype. There's the intimacy archetype. And then the last one would be the category, motif. And portray archetype. You're portraying something archetype. So those are the main 5 ones. So I'm gonna help y'all out because I know some people are just like, well, what is he talking about, right? So let's take Drake. Drake is an intimacy rapper type archetype. Anything you do is conversation. He makes the hottest songs off of conversation. He has by far mastered that. He has surpassed Jay-Z and Nas. I hate to say it, but he has. And I'm just like, damn, he's talking about eating dinner and making that hot.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
How did you do that?
Facts.
So that's the intimacy. You're sitting there in intimacy. Now, let me explain the category archetype. The category archetype, they rap about anything. Lil Wayne, Travis Scott. No, they rap about anything, right? The clone archetypes, right? So there's people that copycat another person's style, right? So somebody copycats Gucci Mane or whatever, or Juicy J, right? Those rappers fall into that category. Then you got the motif archetype. There's always a theme. Kanye West.
Gotcha.
There's always a theme rap to what they do, right? Now, portraying archetype is something like Nicki Minaj, or I'm the queen bee.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross, I'm a boss. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? The portraying archetype. And then the other one, which was the last one, which would be intimacy, categorized. So yeah, so the last one would be, you could say, dang, what did I just say? My bad. My bad. But anyway, those are the main ones that people can
I mean, just even it's you don't have to be perfect, man, because we're not perfect. But the fact that you even dropping this knowledge is so profound to somebody like me. I guess we can go into our next segment. How has music impacted your life? Me hearing Av say these things is life altering to me, because I don't know if many people know this. I actually used to rap. Advocate forced me to rap, by the way. Wasn't my happiest times, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Wait. It was spoke about. Your siblings brought it up. Let's just say that.
Yeah, they you know. So the thing about that is, music has had such a stronghold on my life, and I'll just go first, and I'll let you fellas go next. So the question is, how has music impacted your life? To answer that really quick is, it has saved my life. And then my wife came along and saved my life again. Okay. So music had me in spots where people are shooting guns and things like that, and I'm numb. And I'm walking through the gunfire because I got my headphones on. And people in Patterson can attest to this. This is not no made up stuff. You got people in different hoods that can be like, yo, yeah, we remember him. He crazy. Because he used to literally walk. And people don't understand. I was just sitting there listening to R&B. I was listening to 70s music because I was raised, 70s mama. And that's all she used to play. Must be the music turning me up. Like, bro, that's what that's what I'm playing, walking in the middle of a hood that's beefing with my hood, knowing that they could kill me. So my philosophy was, if I'm gonna die listening to that. Dum, 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 dum. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm going digging deeper, as I'm hearing Av spit knowledge about this music, like everything that goes into it, like the way it started, the way I remember rapping with him, doing these tapes, these mixtapes and things like that, there's no way in the world I would have even considered a quarter of what he's speaking about today. So for listeners that's trying to be up and coming rappers and up and coming artists, like I really want you to acknowledge Game from Advocate. Like I really, really appreciate where you coming from and the steps and the heaves and the holes that you've taken in the music industry, and you dropping these gems, because let's just be honest, whatever gatekeepers there are in music, they're not giving this information out, not freely anyway.
Right.
Okay. And further to answer the impact on my life, again, music is almost everything to me. It alters moods and things like that. I've gotten better about not letting it alter my mood, because that was part of the reason why I know this is terrible to say, but that's why I always tell people, I was a spawned demon child. A lot of that was because of the type of music I started listening to and things like that. Like a lot of my music was, hit 'em up, pop, like, and every time I would hear that, I did want to hit somebody up, like, let's go. First off, like, let's rock. Like, I'm on go. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But that's just part of that. But I'm interested to hear the two responses from you fellas. Like, how has music impacted y'all? Because this is like super important to me. Like, I love me some music. Who wants to go first?
All right, well, I'll go, Mike. That's cool. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead.
That's cool.
Go ahead, Keith. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll go ahead. I'll go first. So, just to go back to your point, like I said, I don't know I know most things. I don't know everything. Even right now, just giving you the archetypes and just branding, that's just one, like, a major part of it. But that's really a part that y'all really need to, like, understand. I don't know, don't remember everything on top of my head, but trust me, like, that's something that's very important that they don't even teach you. Like, the older cats are not even going to teach you that, because either they got it from the label and they just figured it out and they just kind of took it and ran with it. And that's another thing that pisses me off, but that's beside the point. Or that they got the information and they're just trying to be like the gatekeeper of that hood. You know how there's some people in Patterson or where we're from, right? They try to hold this for base like, well, I'm older. Oh yeah, I can get you popping in the hood. Get the fuck out of here. Don't get me popping. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I got a distribution deal twice over. Nigga, like, what are you talking about? Off of my hard work. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they don't really come talk to me. But that's neither here nor here. How it impacted my life, man. It saved my life in many ways, emotionally, mentally, and it kept me out of trouble, for the most part, from where we're from. It kept me out of a lot of trouble. Even, it's like, while I like to say this quote. It's actually a bar that I had. It was like, like, I picked up the pencil while my niggas dump lead. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's a real thing. Like, some of my friends were shooting people, dumping lead, and I was really just putting the pen to the sheets. I was really putting in that work. So I appreciate that, and just from a perspective of, I love the three people I look up to, like Pac and Nas and Mace. Like, you don't have to be hard to rap. You don't gotta be hard. You know what I mean? Be yourself. You don't have to be hard to rap. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody try you, but you don't have to be hard to rap. And I think that's the misconception. They think that they gotta have this hood clout or this like ideology of like, yo, I gotta be this person to get this, to get that, because they see that now that's their lane. What's your lane? We want to hear your story. I don't want to hear another story that was made up. I don't want to hear the clone archetype. I've seen that already. Who are you? Everything just ties back. Who are you? And I think that's why I stand out a little bit more from everybody else, just to go back to the other question. So how it really impacted me. So that's how it saved me from, like, kind of the outside, just being to myself, actually put in work and discipline, because the more practice, not makes perfect, but the more practice makes you better, right? It's never going to be perfect. It's never perfect. But, the more practice, the more position you are, and it makes you, that part right there is the most important. Right. Then the other part, mentally, there are some times where the confidence was low. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really low sometimes. Like, it helps you come up where people say, yo, I like that song. And then over time, it became 4 fans. Then you have 10, and then from 10 to 15. And you see those same people, and it keeps you going for all those years. It just gives you the notoriety. It gives you confidence within yourself and knowing, yo, this is what I do. They know this is what I do, because every time I walk outside in the street, yo, how's music going? How's that going? And then you have the accolades later, like a plaque on the wall, or, top 30, if anybody want to know, 26 to be exact. You know what I'm saying? 26 to be exact.
We're talking about billboards?
Yeah, we're talking about billboards. We're talking about national. 120 on the national charts, top 26 independently. I'm just saying.
Congrats.
So Sony distribution. So to be honest with you, like, and I'm not, to get to that point, it took a lot of hard work, but understand that they didn't give it to you. I'm trying to just get. This is what I fight against. This is what Advocate fights against. He fights against that. No, you don't have to go to them to get it. You can get it here, and then you go run off and do your thing. Go be rich, young man. Go feed your family. Go feed your family. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of these old heads, some of them, hating on the youngsters. Oh, you in the street to do street stuff. Nah, it's a little different. It's a little difficult than that. But because if I don't, it's like there was this one guy, right? I'm not gonna say who it is, because I want y'all to get syndicated and get a lot of money advertisement. So I don't know his connections, but there's one guy who has a, it's pretty good platform, right? He came out of jail 20 years. You know what I'm saying? He said rappers blow up, get money, and then they go do street dumb shit. it's not really what you think. See, it's the people around them, right? It's that guy on the corner that's a street dude that has hood clout that picked on him. Now he came up. Now he's got his people around him that's like, oh, you know what? I did remember what you did. Because you thinking now I'm gonna go do what I need to do. It doesn't have to go to that all the time, but that's kind of where it comes from. It's that business that I just spoke about 20 minutes ago. It's that, yo, I'm gonna get you because I remember what you did. And if we don't have a sit down, because you're the older head, if we don't got that sit down, then you know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? You know what's coming because now, and it doesn't have to be that, because I read a book and it said a king could do two things. He could create peace or he could start a war. It's really up to that person. Right? So music, to bring this home, and I'm gonna let Mike go. Sorry. How music impacted me was just maturity over time. With the growth. That's why I call the album The Growth. And then the next album will be, Growing Pains and Success coming soon. So that's what it is. You know what I mean? And that's what's gonna help not only just myself, but even the kids that do look up to me. Okay. There you go.
Respect.
Hey, I gotta follow Yatu.
Well, I didn't say much or nothing, bro. I mean, I don't even feel like I answered the question, to be honest with you, but it's all good. Go ahead, fam.
Music impacted my life. I guess you can always say it from the very beginning. You know me, I like to get in certain moods or focus moods, and when I get into that mood, I listen to a couple different songs. And, different points of life. That list changes over time. So like when stuff is not always, I guess, seem to be the best, I don't. Me, I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. Most people see me, I'm smiling, but for get me out of the funk, sometimes I go to my gospel music more times than not. That's me. I go to the Kirks, I go to the Ties, Hezekiah Walker, the Kirk Cars, like Marvin Sapp, my boy, especially when I was miming, growing up through high school.
We heard.
But yeah, it helps settle my mood. And even with like sports, I can listen to certain songs to get me hyped. Like most people don't realize, like before most of my football games, I play at least one Michael Jackson song. But most people won't even catch on to what Michael Jackson song is. It is. Most people would think it's like Thriller or Beat It because you want to beat somebody up. Nah, you know what song I listen to? Dirty Diana.
Dang.
I jam to Dirty Diana, and that usually starts my playlist, and then it goes to all the the regulars, the rock bands, the Linkin Park songs to get you. I just got to get into that frame of mind for football, bruh. Like, football's a violent sport, so I just got to get into the right mindset. So it's music helps me get into the mood or the mind frame I need to be for whatever I'm about to do. Like for speeches, I listen to calm music or chill music just to get me an easy flow that I'm calm, I'm relaxed. The nerves are going. Most people don't. Nerves are always going. Most people don't realize. If someone tells you that they're never nervous, that's because they're always nervous when they do something. They just don't show it.
Damn. Deep, bro.
Deep. So you can say, Mike, and I don't want to take your spotlight. My bad, man. Neighborhood therapist. So you can say that art imitates life. Your life, you went to church a lot. So music actually intertwines because I'm just catching all the people you name. That's like the gospel field, which intertwines with your life, which is church, which actually impacts you and helps you in that way as well. I like that. Yeah, man. I just caught that. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, man. Respect.
Hey, man, if you want to take over, go
ahead. No. Man. Pardon me, man.
Shit.
Pardon me, man.
Y'all over here philosophical. What is it?
Philosophical.
No, what is it? Philosophizing?
Philosophical.
Whatever that philosophy word is. That's what y'all doing. the meeting of the minds and shit.
Okay.
Hey, it bees like that sometimes, bro.
Yeah, man. Nah, I definitely appreciate y'all being candid though, for real, for real. So let me dig into a. Matter of fact, I want to hear what Mike got to say. What kind of questions do you got for us, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, what's on the list? What kind of music question you got?
Let's see. I'm gonna just go. So we already talked about how music changes people's moods, but
Mm-hmm.
we have to go into this. I guess I guess I'm the right one to lead this question.
Okay.
What song you listened to while growing up that you felt would have got your hood pass revoked?
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. I'm game. I still listen to this song at least once a week.
Yeah.
And I have no shame in my game. I did back then though. It's a 1970 song, of course, and it is Led Zeppelin, "Stairway to Heaven."
Oh, that's tough. I don't even know if it could get.
Um, I
That's
so
tough.
I'm so let me answer the last question and this question at the same time. So I just answered it with Led Zeppelin. So how has music impacted my life? So songs like "Stairway to Heaven," the way that those drums hit, the way that all those instruments hit, man, it stops me. It used to stop me from doing a lot of reckless things and
Mm.
harming people. Like there were times where I'm standing in front of three dudes that's known on the block and they talking crazy to a woman. And because I was raised by a single mom, I'm like, all right, let me end your life real quick. Because that's just the type of like energy I would give off and spew into the world. And people that know me, they know this, but I'm just speaking to the listener at this point. If I'm listening to Stairway to Heaven, I might let you make it. I might let you make it. But if 50 Cent, the heat is on,
It's over.
I'm gonna make sure you see me. I'm gonna tap you. You're gonna turn around and I'm gonna snuff the shit out you.
Mm.
And the crazy thing about it is that situation ain't got nothing to do with me. And I'm not Captain Saber, but I think I just like to fight. You see what I'm saying? So it was just one of them situations. But Led Zeppelin, man, "Stairway to Heaven," that song for some reason just really always changes my mood. It calms me down. And it gives me goosebumps. It takes me to another realm and dimension, man. If there really is other dimensions, which I do believe that, but if there are other dimensions, Led Zeppelin, "Stairway to Heaven" will take you there by the end of the song. I put that on everything. I'm talking sober. I've never even listened to that song high or anything like that. So I can't even imagine that. That'll be some shish. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I kept that to myself. I felt like, because I was who I was, I felt like if I walked on 12th Ave, blasting that shit like absolutely, yo, get the fuck off the block, son. Like it was all of that. All of that was happening, bro. I couldn't go in the liquor store. Nah, son, it wasn't happening.
Oh man! That you said it like that. No,
Hey, it's facts, bro.
Yeah,
What about y'all, yo?
Advocate.
Yeah. So there's two questions I got to answer because we didn't get a chance to answer the mood one, right? So we gotta bring it in because you further, and then he brought the other question up. So the mood, like how I get in the mood to do something. So for me, I was really really big, right? So I had to find some workout music. So
You talking body weight?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, body weight. Like, but that was terrible. Like where I'm at now, I could run 2 miles right now. But like if I was like back then fat, no, it wasn't happening. So I wasn't happening, fam. And ultimately lost all the weight and I played basketball. But anyway, there was one song, it was a rock song that changed my mood. It was called Breaking Benjamin, Had Enough. One of the best rock songs ever. You know what I mean? Ever to me. And that got me motivated. That was 06. Yeah, that was 06 it came out. So that would have me running the passing Catholic hills because those were tough. So if I could do this, we good. You know what I'm saying? And I did that. So that's how it changed my mood to actually get me to do something. So that helped in that department. And I wasn't always good with the ladies, you know what I'm saying? So I listened to a lot of Mace and Fab to kind of help me smooth my game, dress a little different, and then it elevated to give me the confidence, like I'm gonna talk to her today. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of helped. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That kind of helped. That's why I put a leather jacket. It was dope. I love that era. Nothing's touching that era. But
What era is that?
mid-90s.
Midnight. Okay.
Mid-90s. Early.
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
I want to argue that.
Yeah, it's cool. So we'll get to that. And then to answer your question, what song would have got my hood past revolt?
Which is that rock song? Breaking Benjamin.
Well, that's a workout song. You can't knock that out.
Okay.
That's not gonna get
I don't know.
It's not gonna that's not gonna get you. That's not gonna get you.
How many brothers got that on their playlist?
There's a lot of black people that will
probably be surprised.
Yeah, not that particular band, but they got rock music that they pump iron to. It could be whatever, it could be some hard shit.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying, like, nah, that ain't gonna get your hood past. Okay. But this next song will that I'm about to say. I used to listen to Jesse McCartney.
Oh shit.
Right, Jesse McCartney, right?
What?
Yeah, Jesse McCartney. Yes, Jesse McCartney, right? Featuring Ludacris. It was like
that don't count.
Yeah, no, it does.
Luda's on there.
Nah, but it was the original version first before Luda jumped on it. The original version, Damn No Sweet Memories. How do you feel? Like that shit would get that song, Jesse McCartney, that would get you. That you thought you was that? Yo, we gave you a pass. Nah, get the fuck out. Go on, nigga. You thought you. Yeah, nah, Jesse McCartney would get you out of here. But yeah, that was the song for me. You know what I mean? Shocking, right? Yeah. So,
Mike.
Yeah, I know this question was coming. I've been trying to think. To be honest with you, probably half the things I did listen to when I was younger, half, not all, half, would probably got my hood past revoked. So I can't even pick one song. It's just, it's the nature of the beast for me, I guess. Remember, I was always outside the box, so yes. I didn't really care.
So you named Linkin Park. Linkin Park is, to me, I feel like they got a hood pass. I'm not gonna lie. And then when Jay-Z jumped on that and Busta jumped on that, they hood pass was like solidified. So you're good on that.
Starts with one.
Yeah, you're good. But who else? You can't name one artist, one person like that. We're gonna look at you sideways like your fam.
It's hard for me to think, for real.
That's fair. I we ain't gonna hold it over, man.
Look. The most people get on me about is probably listening to like very, very slow jams, and I'm only like 9, 10.
Nah, that's good.
But yeah,
you good. That's still black. That's black excellence. Yeah, you good. We good. We gonna move on. You straight. So you good. You good.
Man, you didn't,
So how has everybody's music taste changed over the years? We're going into dirty 30s. You know what I mean? So we've been around for many, many generations of music. We've heard so much. So much that's come before us. Mm-hmm. How has your taste changed now? Like, or do you listen to the radio? Do you have your own playlist? Or how does that work?
Who wants to start? You want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. So for me, right, I fell in love with. So we're going back to 96. Damn. So 96, like, I got a pass to listen to like Tupac, Nas, and Mace, right? But I always had to, like, my father listened to, like, again, Bobby Womack, the Spinners. Hey. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm for real. The Spinners, OJ's. Temptations, Champagne, Evan Champagne. You already know, like, make my love come down, like that shit. Hey. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Al Green. So I always had that, right? I think as I got older, I started falling in love with like the West Coast music, because I don't listen to a lot of East Coast music. People are like, damn, you don't? I'm like, nah, because It's the boom bap, but a little bit of synth. I like the synth part with the West Coast because it's a little bit more of you can kind of visualize, right? Not to say you can't visualize. I'm not saying that, but you can visualize what they're doing step by step. Like if you listen to like Tupac's Double Disc album, you're like, damn, I'm like actually in there. But to answer the question, how it changed over the years, I'm as I'm getting older, I'm starting to listen to more like, yo, I'll put on some classical music to like while I'm reading.
You talking about Beethoven and Bach?
Yeah. I'll put on some classical music.
Okay.
You know?
You got a little taste, I see you.
Yeah, so I would listen to that just by while I'm reading, right? Because it makes me a little bit more focused. I listen to like, Miles, a little bit of Miles Jazz, I listen to him. So over the years, it's starting to slow down a little bit. You're starting to get into like that grown man, classic R&B rhythm and blues that Mike is already on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Mike is already there. So, but for me, it kind of reversed. I'm like, I was listening to Chucky Booker like just the other day. I was like, yo, I missed this. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you always heard it, you know what the song is, but how did I miss this? Because that R&B, because hip hop overshadowed that. And that's another thing. Like hip hop kind of overshadowed great R&B songs from the early 90s to the mid 90s. Like it overshadowed. Because like, why you want to play some games on me by Chucky Booker? Like play that any time in the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm all game. So I go back just to answer the question how it changed over the years. I go back and see who they sampled. Now I'm into that. Like, well, who did that? Who sampled that?
Okay.
And I go back. That makes me go back to really go see, oh, that's where this person got that from. And then you start to respect the artist from then, right? So that's how it changed for me.
I like that he brought an educational piece that most people don't even realize or try to pay attention, that we've sampled from the past.
That's true.
What about you, Mike? I mean,
so
you've been doing R&B from the beginning, so it hasn't changed.
So here's the crazy thing. I actually have changed.
Okay.
So country music,
I
listen to more now than I ever.
Bro, hold on. Time out.
Yeah.
Pause. Even though country music started with black people, okay, we're gonna push that to the side. So
no.
No, fuck that. Hold on. I'm gonna get on your ass. Hold on. Are you talking about our country music? Or are you talking about like Ride 'em cowboy, I'm a rhinestone cowboy. You talking about that type of shit?
Oh, there's more. See, now you only putting country in two boxes. Country is not only two boxes.
So there's bluegrass. There's certain other one. Yeah. We have bluegrass. That's ours. All right,
that's what I'm saying. Which one are you talking about?
I don't know the official breakdown of countries, but there's country songs that I'll jam out to easily because it just has that flow and the storytelling aspect
that is true.
That our music have. Where, of course, we all know all music came from somewhere, but I can get into a history lesson on that later. So yeah, no, my taste has grown a lot. Like, yeah, I can honestly, country's grown. I stretched my arm out more to the pop side of things. Like there's certain pop artists that we listened to when we were younger, right? Because they just kind of fit that box. But I feel as we got older, all those genres, you started to not see the lines. The lines are starting to blur. So it opened me up to a lot of other music I was not open to before.
Okay, all right, I'll give you a pass. That's fine. I'm rocking. Because the reason why I was getting so hyped is because you said you had no type of music that you really felt like could get your hood past the road because you was listening to so much, you know what I mean? And then you said country, and I was like, hold on, bro. Like, but when you explain like that, that makes so much sense. I'm rocking.
So the other thing is, I never listened to country when I was little at all. Like I heard it, but I was not trying to bang. Like it wasn't until college and later that I opened myself up and actually, all right, I'll listen to this country artist.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll let you make it. I didn't let both of y'all make it today. That's fine.
So you gonna answer the question, Mr. Therapist? Come on now.
Yeah, sure. like I stated before, a lot of my music was 70s starting out. And then I'm not too proud to say this. I don't even know if you know this, but my first rap CD that I played was Nas Stillmatic. And I stole that from my out of my father's Pathfinder truck. I don't even know if he knows that. He's still to this day. I think still to this day he's looking for that CD, bro.
Look.
And so I took it and I put it in my Walkman. Yes, I had a Walkman. That's how I'm that old.
I have it too.
I put it in my Walkman,
Mine
man.
wasn't called Walkman. It was called Discman.
Here you go. Here you go.
It was called Discman. It was the black joint.
So I don't remember how old I was, but that started my journey into hip hop because I wasn't really big on hip hop. Again, mine was real 70s soulful type of deal. Nas started my journey, and then immediately right after Nas was Outkast. And my mom is responsible for that. She bought me Stankonia, and I fell in love with hip hop right after that. I gotta give my mom all the respect in the world. Like if it wasn't for her buying that, like I would never know. So after that, I fell in love with hip hop, and that's when I discovered pop. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to hip hop, and I'm honest about mine. It's all good. After that, though, man, I started listening to the type of hip hop that get people hurt, and that's where a lot of my aggression was going. That's how everybody knew me. Like, okay, Lionheart, but you gotta watch him because don't set him off because he gonna fight. He gonna do this and this. Mm-hmm. After a while, though, man, once I got to college, I think I was still on that tip because I wanted to fight everybody in Texas because I'm like, don't play with Jersey. We're not gonna play with you. Like I got something to prove, but it started to die out. That's why I said my wife saved my life because she had to like calm me down. And once I got, you know what I mean? Like, I really did a whole calm down thing. Once I got with her, I went back to R&B because I used to listen to R&B heavy with the 70s as well. I went back to listening to R&B. I slow dance with my wife and things like that. Listen to, everybody, man, Usher, you name it, things like that. Just keep going backwards and things like that. But now I find myself, I'm back at the 70s. I can't, for some reason, I won't leave there. Now, I'm one of those people that I don't use my Spotify. I don't use my Pandora. I don't use any of my stuff. I'm still using an old school iPod in my car because I have specific MP3s on my iPod and I continuously update it. Don't get it confused. I definitely got Lil Baby on there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I got J. Cole on there. But I also got the OJs on there. A whole slew of them too. You see what I'm saying? I know it's not the OJs, but still. That's not the point.
Hey, that's still a banger right there.
I understand. But the whole point is, man, my music taste has completely like just went off the railings. And to be honest with you, I'm not listening to anything negative like that anymore. I can't tolerate it anymore, man. I'm just at such a place of peace right now that if I'm gonna hear something toxic, it gotta be Bobby Womack type of stuff, like them being petty, that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I wish you didn't trust me so much. Like that stuff makes me laugh. Like I'm not. Yeah. Who's gonna love you like me? Nobody. You know what I mean? I need that. That's fun. That's what I listen to, bro. Like I can't sit like most. I have my moments where I listen to a Meek Mill's "Dreams and Nightmares" intro because to me, that's the Black people's anthem at this point. Like other than our old school hymns, you know what I'm saying? But that I used to pray for times like I'm not gonna get started, man, because I'm gonna start rapping out.
Yo, that it don't matter. It don't matter how much older we gonna get. That song still gonna hit the same way.
Bro, that's the anthem, man. Anybody is welcome to argue with me. That's the anthem. Okay, I think that's the first or the second best intro to date ever made. Versus, I would say what DMX intro. Yeah. It's dark and hella hot. It's hella hot.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? All you hip hop heads are welcome to come argue with me, though.
That's a fact. You can't. There's no topping that. I don't think you can. Intro that plays in the club. No,
I don't think you can. No. So that's how my it's gone from 70s and it's come back full circle back to 70s. And then of course I sprinkle in, like I said, Led Zeppelin, Now this is another one that can get me revoked that I listen to a lot. I don't even know how to say it. Eiffel, like Eiffel 65. I'm blue, da ba dee da da. If I was green, I would die, da ba dee. Yo, no bullshit, bro.
Okay.
Yo, no bullshit, bro. You'll catch me, bro. I'll be in the car, bro. I'm in Houston, bro. So if I hit 45 or I hit 610, bro, and I got the speakers in the back, bro, and I'm basing, bro, I am basing Eiffel 65. I'm blue. And then you could catch dudes on swingers. They'll look at me. They be like, fam, what's good with you? I'm like, bro, I'm at peace, bro. I'm living life, my G.
You don't say nothing either. You don't say nothing. You play. Never mind.
Hey,
we out here, man.
dropping gems though, bro.
Hey, bro. But hold up, man. I want to argue with Av real quick, man. I want to argue with Av. And this argument, I feel like, will lead us into whatever beef he got with the podcast. Because, you know, I want to hear him praise us up because he's been praising us up. He's been giving us good justice. And I really do appreciate it. But he also been talking a little bit of spice. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead and start poking the beer real quick.
Okay.
My man, you said the best decade of music was what?
That would be the 90s, man. 94. So you go from 94 to about 2001. That was the best decade of music. Straight up.
I don't feel the same.
Wow.
I don't feel the same. So
what's your reasoning?
My reasoning?
What's your reasoning?
Even though I'm a 90s baby, I'm gonna speak to you as if you were part of the 90s and I'm not.
Okay.
Because you young punks learned everything from us.
I knew he was about to go there.
What?
Okay, all right, so,
I got an old soul.
So
the 90s, and no. The 70s had the best decade of music, period.
All right, name top 5 songs.
Bro, it's too many. That's how I know we killing y'all.
Cop out.
How's that?
Oh,
you really want to go blow for blow? You want me to Google some shit or what?
We could do that.
Oh,
we could do that. Bro. But let me explain to you why 94 to 2001, just hip hop in general, killed.
Oh, you're talking about hip hop?
Yeah.
Can we do hip hop verse? What do we even call that? That's not Motown. That's soulful.
Motown. Yeah, no Motown.
No, Motown was like pretty much over by then.
So I'm gonna let Av go, but after y'all done, I'm gonna kill both y'all arguments off the rip.
No, fuck that. What's your favorite decade?
Oh no. I don't have a favorite decade. I don't.
Oh, this man.
My answer will expose y'all answer and just throw it to the side. I'm telling you right now.
The disrespect.
Watch.
All right, let's go here. Maybe you won't have to do that. Maybe you will do that. But so he asked me what was the best decade of like. And are we talking music? We talking producer? What are we talking?
We talking about music in general, not one genre of music. Music in general.
Music in general. Oh,
yes.
That's subjective then.
Of course, but I want to argue.
but all right. So then, if we talking numbers now.
You one of them numbers people?
Hey,
I'm a feelings, emotions.
Oh, we
in
have
regards
that
to
too.
music only though.
Okay, but we had that too. We had the numbers with the music. Let me give
with
you
the feelings.
Yes, 94 to 2001. Yes. Let me start off like this. Okay, let me go. Let me start off like this. You brought up one album.
What's that?
The Outkast album right there was part of that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so cool. We're gonna go to Ice Cube. Today was a good day.
Okay.
Right. So we're gonna go to Biggie. Even though Biggie Juicy was sampled, I will give it that. That was
Juicy Fruit.
Right. Dope. Dope.
What year was that?
That was
sometime in the 70s. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
That was sometime in the 70s.
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
All right. So back to my point. That was a good one. Back to my point though. That from 94 to 2001 had the most produced, right? By itself, not taking samples from anybody.
No, BS. I call BS.
Besides Biggie and Puff.
Almost.
Besides Biggie and Puff.
Come on, man. Stink Onya has samples from they made their own beats, don't get it wrong. But they took samples from the 70s.
But they made it their own though.
Of course, but you still took from the 70s.
Okay, so art is like this. Music is like this. You there's a painting. Music is a painting, right? Let's just say, look at that wall. Music is a painting. You add your own paintbrush and your own stroke and a different color to the music genre as a whole, as of the community. Doesn't matter.
Listen, is anybody
So
taking any
more
music
the more
from the 50s?
impact. Okay, wait. What was more impactful? Music years, 94 to 2001 or the 70s? Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's extremely subjective because we're living in the moment still.
People would agree. People that grew up in the 70s would agree that 94 is where.
No. In the 70s, there was not as much media popping. So these people didn't have Instagram. These people didn't have Twitter. Can you imagine Diana Ross and them on Twitter?
No, but I said 94 to 2001.
What? Y'all still have more media. Your motherfucking MySpace was around.
2001?
Yes.
I have to Google that one. I don't.
You got to Google that. But
I don't remember that.
You got cell phones. Come on, bro.
And
you got the whole car phone deal.
All right, so we have mobile phones. Yeah, we did.
They still had to do paperwork on hand and contracts, bro.
There were still newspapers, radio. We didn't have a major. We didn't have the internet. The internet wasn't prominent until after 2003. Prominent. Not saying it wasn't around. Prominent.
Okay.
Until 2003.
Okay.
I said from.
Did they have MTV and BET?
Of course. Well, they didn't have BET. No, 70s. No,
so you talking about?
They had the box. They had the box. I mean, they had the box. Man, they did. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Let me come and shut y'all both down real quick.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Which decade produced the best music? The answer is no decade produced the best music because there are songs in each decade, generation that has sparked lifetime effects. They still get played no matter what year it dropped. And I'm gonna explain why my thinking is like this also. The history of music, right? Mm-hmm. The history of our music, right? Black people music, right? It's supposed to make you feel something, right? It's supposed to make you think about something, right?
Yeah. Because
the main reason music is created is to tell a story. And the initial beginnings of our stories were to be passed down. That's the only way we were able to pass it down at points, especially during slavery and all this time, was through music. Because people tried to destroy all our writings and everything, so we couldn't write it down. So, like Scott was saying with the canvas,
Advocate
was saying with the canvas, yes, all these songs. Look, somewhere, something came from something. You picked up something from something that you heard. And then you be like, all right, now it's time for me to tell my own story. So the answer to the question is no decade produced the best music because each decade produced timeless music because it gets passed down.
When you put it that way, Mike, he wanted to argue.
Told y'all I was going to shut it down.
But when you put it that way, Mike, yeah. But it's fun to argue. So 94 to 2001 that was the best. It's fun to argue. So 94 to 2001, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, Freeway featuring Jay-Z.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right. Listen, I got you right now.
DMX.
You see my shirt?
Yeah, I have your back.
And by the way, all the people you name it, I love them. Okay.
Okay.
But you read my shirt?
Yes, I have your back.
Okay. Listen, let me kill him real quick. He in clown mode right now. Okay. What they do? Smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Those backstab. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all will never make no shit like that. You crazy?
That was dope. Come
on, man. Come on, bro. Who y'all got that's gonna rock with the OJs? And don't you dare say the Locks.
No.
Yo!
Out here, man. Who y'all got? B2K?
Who y'all got? B2K. That actually was 2000. They made it, but no.
Immature.
Yeah,
B2K before B2K was B2K.
Oh shit!
I'm coming, bro. Y'all don't want this smoke, man. Chill.
Look. We all know the Jackson 5 was before everybody.
Right.
The Temptations.
No.
You had to spit. You had a bunch of
The Spinners and the OJs are the 70s. I think the Spinners are the 60s, but they came before the Jackson 5.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
So
you're gonna tell me this? So the 70s birthed the Jackson 5, Omarion, and Chris Brown. Bro, you don't get out of here, man. You crazy?
Hey, Mr. Therapist, is like I said, it's the canvas being painted over and over.
It's a different stroke. Yeah, so
I'll let you have it, Mike.
I mean, he's an old soul. Like we are old souls on here, but I'm rocking with. If you look at the numbers. If you look at the numbers,
man, with these numbers, bro.
Who owns their masters? Just saying.
Man, listen, let me let you get into your fire session, man. Before you big up the podcast, before you tell us what we doing great, tell us what we doing wrong.
I always start with something positive, man.
Oh, you one of those? Because I do the negatives. I do the both edges first, and then I end with the positive.
It's always value, price, value. Remember that.
Oh, here you go. You market.
Take that wherever you want to go. It's value.
Say it again. Say it again.
It's value, price, value.
I ain't mad at that. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So what y'all doing is tremendous, man. Y'all brothers started something from the ground up and just bringing a perspective, and each different person brings their own knowledge and education to it, right? I love that about that. Y'all just putting a platform for two people that came from nothing, came from the struggles. You know what I mean? One of your episodes, I don't know if it was 7 or 8, y'all was really talking about deeply y'all lives. That made me drop a tear. Some things that I didn't know about. And I know y'all for years. Neighborhood therapist and Mike. I knew y'all for years, and I didn't even know that. It made me feel like, damn, am I a bad friend? Because I ain't know this. Am I a jerk for not asking, or am I supposed to not ask? Right? It made me conflicted with myself. You know what I'm saying? But what it did was it brought a platform to really get to know who you guys are. You know what I'm saying? And y'all bring different, and y'all ask questions that people are too scared to ask. Both of y'all, from two different perspectives. Mike will say it in the more of a respectful, religious manner. You know what I'm saying? Where no one can get offended. You're just going to do it from a street perspective. You know what I'm saying? Slap them up, and it is what it's going to be. It is what it's going to be. And I love that. And I say, damn, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody's going to get mad. Not me, though. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Not me, though. Keep going. Because I want to know those questions. I want to know. Speak on it. I want to hear you. What do you got to say? So I love what y'all do, man. That is the value that y'all bring, man. Here comes the price of it. You know what I'm saying? The what could cost you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's get this syndicate. You know what I'm saying? Let's put this in the forefront. We need stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? And y'all been dodging a couple of debates. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say which ones because I know y'all probably gonna maybe get to it this season.
No. You here now?
You know what I'm saying? You probably.
What debates are we dodging?
Oh man, you dodging the spiritual debate versus church debate. You dodging that. You dodging that with like
we did that episode 3 already.
Nah, you didn't go in. You touched it. You did this. You kind of scraped over it. You didn't really go in.
Okay.
As people want you to go in. You know what I mean? Okay. Science versus religion. You didn't go there. You didn't go there.
Whoa.
You didn't go there. Both of y'all didn't go there. You didn't go. We didn't really get into how black people get themselves in debt being stupid. We didn't get to that yet. Yeah, I'm going in. All right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't touched that yet, but we will. We will get there. And that's why I want to give y'all that kudos. Like, yo, but get to it. Don't just play with it. Really just smack them in the, you respectfully might be, do it in a respectful religious manner. You know what I'm saying? Respectful manner. But if you're going to do it, punch them in the face with that shit. Knock their ass out like we would do. You know what I'm saying? Or we want answers. You going to answer me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear. So I really do love, Black Man Misunderstood. I love this, man. Like, even the first episode, I'm like, oh, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, this is great. This is great because, even ending off at the last season, with the marriage thing, it made me go, okay, that's a cool perspective. You know what I mean? And it made me respect that. You know what I mean? Even further, which is from a different side from like your sister might be, just hearing that, someone who's strong enough to take on that and still be something, you don't see that every day. You know what I'm saying? And she sacrificed her personal life for you to have a successful one. And not too many people, that's a sibling, would do that. And I have to say, yo, I respect that to the fullest. And yeah, man, that's what I want to say, man. I'm not done with the fire session. You know what I mean? I ain't really saying, I wore the occasional.
Hey,
you know what I mean? I wore it. You know what I mean?
Here for it, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, advocate. We ain't trying to run away from the conversation, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. You gotta do stuff a certain way, and that's the only reason. Like, trust me, people want it. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Therapists can attest to that. It's coming.
Man, listen. Forget all that, man. What are the topics that you talking about? You gave me 2 topics, fam.
Well, those are the two topics you need to get to. I mean,
all right,
what else? That's not
money.
really easy.
Easy money.
It's not really easy because those are stuff that's tough. Listen, that's tough. Those 2 right there, just science versus religion and spirituality versus the Christianity European one that everybody's brainwashed about.
I hit this on
even going back further. Now we're getting into some other shit, but even going back further, where even the Democrats enslaving us, right? Oh yeah, you want to go? You want to go? I was trying to dodge this, so
what you're talking about? How the Republican Party is really the black party, and how they switched
yes,
and then went
yes,
to the Democrat.
Excuse my language. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
What I represent, you know what I'm saying? What I represent.
What do you mean? What do you represent?
The Black Republican, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, they're Republicans. Black Panther Party, Bobby Seale.
So since we're already here, I mean, I know this is the music episode. So for the world to hear,
yes,
you're okay. You're okay with saying you're a proud Black Republican.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Mike, how do we go into this? You want to back out, bring him back in for a political episode, or you want to? What we doing, bro? I'm gonna let you take the helm, bro.
Wait, look. I'm just saying that that episode coming down the line, but I'm gonna give a little sneak peek of what I was gonna say. Come anyway, sir. You can be a Republican all you want. I am a Democrat myself. I'm just gonna say that out loud. But
that's understood.
But no. But here's the thing I would like to say is preface to a future episode coming this season. Don't keep yourself in a box or those 2 parties in a box. This is how I like to think about it. People think Democrats are one way and Republicans are one way, but the true fact is there are different Democrats and different Republicans that fit in a whole bunch in different shapes of boxes, right?
Of course. Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to choices, this is what I'm saying. Choices. Particularly candidates in the highest position in the land in this country. Mm-hmm. I just don't want to look based on party lines. I need to see the ethical and what's the other word? Looking for everyone, not just some folks. And I feel as though we got to the point where people only see one or the other and don't see both. Because in my honest opinion, this is my honest opinion, now that I'm looking back on it, older now, George Bush wasn't as bad as a president as I thought. The way I was raised.
All right, yo. Let's wrap it up. Yeah, all right.
That's
that
it.
man right there, bro.
That's it.
Oh no. This man, Mike.
Listen, man. I would agree with you from the Republican Party. We're gonna leave it at that.
Oh
no. Therapist. Which George Bush are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, I'm therapist.
What George Bush are y'all talking about? Because both of them. And that's all I got to say because I'm in Texas. I can't say too much. That's it.
I'm gonna say this. Daddy, I ain't gonna say that about. The son is a different animal. I can talk on certain stuff over here.
Yes, he's a different animal because he won't stop lusting after Michelle Obama. Man, leave me alone. This is the music episode.
All right, let's bring it back to the music though.
Listen, hey, I want to appreciate you. I want to give you your flowers while you're here, brother.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate everything you're doing in the music industry, the gems that you're dropping. to these young folks and even the older folks that don't have the game, is truly, truly appreciated. If other people don't give you your flowers, don't worry about it. It's real ones that see you, and real eyes see real eyes.
Yo, that's a fact. Yo, I appreciate that, man. Mike B, neighborhood therapist. I appreciate y'all having me, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all do, man. I'm looking forward to see what happens the rest of this season. It's gonna be, I know it's gonna be fire, man. I know it is, man. I'm just waiting. Like everybody else, I'm a fan, supporter. You know what I mean? Whatever y'all need, let me know. All for it.
All right.
Any final things for the listeners? Anything you want them to take away from this episode, or just anything in life in general?
Cliche. I'm gonna get this out the way. Don't give up, right? Cliche. So cliche. Fucking hate that. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. You can bleep that out. So
no. The neighborhood therapist curses on here all the time.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. But, I want to
You're good.
Yeah, but so that's so cliche, right? Don't give up. But just it's when you get to a certain point, there's a king's disease, right? That I like to call it. It's not the job of a commoner to understand what a king go through, right? See, the king does wear the crown, but it also comes with a guillotine as well.
Absolutely.
So so when you do this, you know what I'm saying, when you feel like you've almost reached the top of the world, just remember why you started. That's really why. That's why I really remember why you did it, because either A, it made you feel good, or it gave you confidence, or it helps the people that you love around you. Whatever your reasoning is, whatever your pillars of life is, always that. And there's always somebody trying to, get through your castle walls that you built, and you must defend it. This game is not about trolling in this industry. It's not about trolling. It may make it seem like that, but it's not. It's just about defending your ground. Always remember that, So stay persistent, stay humble and blessed, and, go after your greatness, to be honest with you.
So how we gonna follow up on that therapist?
And then I gotta go next with the marketing and mental health segment. Like, what the? All right, brother, that was deep. First of all, let me just tell you that, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't know how you want me to follow that up, but I am going to attempt. I really am going to attempt, because I know the listeners really like the marketing and mental health segment, okay? But I'm gonna apologize. I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that up, okay? So this is what I'll do it with. The best decade of music is the 70s, and the great OJs from the 70s. Okay? Don't let money ruin you. You make the money. Don't let the money make you. I'm gone.
So, all right, mental health tip. All right, I get you. So, marketing tip of the day, focusing on the result. So, a lot of people may try to fight me on this. I'm like, why focus on the result? The thing is, when I mean focus on the result, you need an end goal for certain things. So in marketing, how much market share do you want? 1. 2, how many products you trying to sell? What's the growth percentage you're trying to have in the next couple of years of your business? So focus on the result. Find why stuff was working well for you and use it, reciprocate it, use it again, and make it better than before, so it's easier the next time you do it. So focus on the results, y'all. Hey, it's the same thing with the music. We go listen to the people in the past, and make better music for the future. That's what I'm saying. There's timeless music in every decade.
Y'all make all right music. I'm gone, man. Love is love. Make love, not war. Jersey to Texas to everywhere else in between. See y'all.
Yes, sir.
Kiko.